Welcome to Wanna Bet, the daily gambling game show that takes betting seriously, but not much else. Get our favorite plays on the totals, sides, props, exotics, and futures to jump on now.
So let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Subject som kräver konsolbäppa konsolfelino. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben. Let's get it started with Jason and Ben.
Hey. Happy Minutemen Monday. I'm Jason. That's Ben. And we're going to jam a Kano today. Look, there's not a huge slate of betting inventory. So maybe this does turn out to be the perfect day that Beltway Ben picked to start rolling out our MLB futures discussions team by team. I think it's actually the perfect day for that. And it's, I think, a great day to announce a little bit of news as well. We have put together a Discord betting community. Man, Beltway Ben, I didn't have to ask you there. Beltway Ben, quick on the trigger finger. There is the QR code. Look, Ben and I have talked about this for a while. We obviously were involved in one of these before. There were a lot of things about it. Some things we liked and some things that made us uncomfortable. And so I think it just made sense for us to do our own. We've talked about times where we can't get the value on this show that we got when we made the wager the night before or maybe 2 days before. We're always juggling what we showcase on the show, and none of that's going to change. The show's not going to change at all. Our goal, Ben, is going to be to give you guys the best plays possible in that Discord and in this show. Neither is mutually exclusive. There'll obviously be some overlap. But again, I've got a play today that I'm going to give out that we got at plus 15.5 last night. I did put it in the Discord, even though it was only Ben and I. I don't know, Ben. I think we can show our faces again. What do you think? So look, we're going to put a link up on the Twitter that makes it easier to find it. And this was Ben's idea, $39 a month, and Rafa and Ryan Mills are numbers guys. You can check us on this, but by my math, that's 1.00, I think 687 cents per day, which I'm not pretending is not nothing, because it adds up and everything's everything and money's money and it's not finite. But Ben and I will be on there. We will be as available as possible to help you with things you're thinking about. We're going to put leans. We're going to put plays. We're going to be available for discussion. Right now, look, the Washington Post folded. Sports department. I'm doing freelance writing for a lot of people, but I'm all over the NFL draft. You can look at my mock drafts for years, and they have these mock draft things that calculate it. I'm on my shit. And so NFL draft futures, I think, Ben, I put my mock draft in there. I think we put our entire NCAA brackets in there. No, I think there's a lot of things we can do to make it, hopefully, a fun and fruitful betting community. And we don't want this to be price prohibitive. And also, we're just going month to month. We're not looking for anybody to make any long-term commitments and then wish they had that money back. I think it's going to be $39 a month, and that's sort of what it is. And if that changes eventually, one way or the other, we'll let you guys know. But Ben, your thoughts on the Discord?
Yeah, it's a way to communicate. It's a way to do a lot of different things. And again, it's not now we're going to be hiding stuff from people in here. No, I mean, we're giving out bets on there. We're still doing this show every day. So don't feel like we're in there hiding stuff from people. We're just be able to communicate a little bit more with people in there. And it should be fun. We'll talk about a lot of stuff in there, live plays that we don't give out many live plays at all on
this show. It's almost impossible. I get to do it in soccer sometimes.
Right. Yeah. And I did in hockey the one day.
Ben and I are texting each other through these games all the time. So basically it's like you're in that text stream with us. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I mean, look, Ben and I have been torn about this. We've talked about it for a while. We've been doing this show since May. And ultimately, for a lot of reasons, we figured we would do it. But no one is obligated. We're not it's not going to change. And our goal every day on this show is going to be to try to win people money for free. And if you're interested in having more than that, this Discord's there. And again, It's a month-to-month thing. We're not trying to get 6-month and year commitments or any of that bullshit. It's just not how we roll. Yeah. So that's that. I guess last night, Ben, I guess we put up the old ticket there. Look, Robert Morris did the job easy. I told you guys I was on him on the money line. I hope some of you followed me there. Celtics was no sweat. This Stuttgart game, I mean, Beltway Ben, 2 goals that looked good to me overturned on VAR, and Heidenheim's awarded a penalty that was shaky. The second goal that was taken away on VAR that would have at least allowed us to push the -1. It's a free kick. It's a head ball. Everything about the Stuttgart player is onside, Ben, except his left hand, which had nothing to do with the play. He scores with his head. His head is clearly onside when he impacts the ball. His left arm is about a half foot extended beyond the defender, and they call it fractionally offsides. I just give up. Our guy Undov scores. He almost scores again. Keeper makes another crazy save. But Stuttgart had 2 goals. I mean, one in the first half where we should have won the first half money line. So shame on me for having 3 plays on one game. I know I said I wouldn't do it anymore. And I mean, that should have been at least 1-1 and 1 on that one. And then how about Beltway Ben? How about my NBA parlay crashing because of the Nuggets? Right? The Blazers do the job. The Knicks do the job. We nail the Celtics money line, which again, I probably should have put in. But Denver allowing 9-man Golden State to score 140 on them. Come on, dude.
Yeah, the worst part is they come back, get back in that game, and get up, and then we were kind of putting things to the Discord. We're talking, and look again, and they're down 8 or whatever it was. Like
I'm on the phone with my bank, and then Ben texts me. Now they're down. I'm like, what? They're down again. He's like, they're down 10. I'm like, how can they be down 10? They're just up 4.
That was weird, very very weird. But for me, it was a down night. If LaMelo gets the double-double, it's a very, very profitable night, but he didn't play the fourth quarter. It is what it is. Knipple was all over the glass like I thought he would be. We had that cash. We had that parlay cash. And then Michael Porter Jr. really frustrates me because he had 13 in the first half, 9 in the first quarter, so I felt pretty good. Just scores 2 buckets in the second quarter, so he's got 13 at halftime. I think he's got a shot. It's up to 18 in the third quarter, and then sits for like 7 or 6 minutes. 5 or 6 minutes, comes in and they scored 2 points in the final 8 minutes of a game. An NBA team scored 2 points in the final 8 minutes. I've never seen anything like it. Super weird. Feels like they were certainly going all in on a tank, but it is what it is. Michael Porter did not get there for us. LaMelo didn't. And then we lost our parlay on like 2 points from Michael Porter Jr. and 2 points from Brunson, I believe. But we were all over Jaylen Brown. We didn't even have that up there. So we weren't down a full unit, but still wasn't a great night.
If anybody's out there and they jumped on the Sion James part of that parlay, please email us at wantabetwithus@gmail.com. I hope somebody out there did. I told you I love that matchup. I thought he was good for 4 or more rebounds. He ended up playing a decent amount. I mean, he got the 3 in the first half, and he had 3 rebounds in his first 5 minutes, his first rotation. And then he got to play more in the second half. If somebody out there paired that with the LaMelo and our Kalkin Brum guy, dude, how about that? He got the 9 and barely played.
Yeah, he got hurt.
You want to talk about we watch the Wizards. You can put our faces back up, man. We watch the Wizards so you don't have to. Homie played like 15 minutes and got the 9 before he got hurt.
Yeah, he got he ended up being good to come back. They didn't need him, but yeah, he had 9 early.
Wizards will give up the rebounds. All right. Like I said, it's kind of jammy Kano here, Ben, because I don't have a whole lot of inventory. I don't know about you. But sometimes we got 3 plays in a first down and stuff like that. Not today. Look, I like the under in the Kansas Houston game tonight. 138.5 minus 112. Houston's under in 6 of their last 7. Houston's under in 11 of their last 14. 8 of Houston's last 14 have gone under by basically 2 possessions, 5.5 points or more. Kansas is under in 8 of their last 11. Kansas is under in 9 of their last 15 at home. All of those have gone under. by 5.5 or more. We're talking about in Houston, the number 7 defensive efficiency team in the country, number 17 in defensive EFG, and the Cougars are 353rd in pace. We're talking about a Kansas team that's 6th in the country in EFG defense, 14th in overall defensive efficiency from Ken Palm, and 197th in pace. I don't think this is a high octane game. And I think it's I mean, maybe it's played in the 60s, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't know. Could this be 65, 63, something like that? Wouldn't shock me.
Yeah, first down, I'm going to play an over. Incarnate Word versus Northwestern State over 138.5 at -110. Last time these teams matched up, we saw them combine for 150 points. I did give this out on the Discord last night, but unfortunately,
nobody saw it. I saw it, Ben. I saw it.
We lost a little bit.
And
of
you
value.
saw that I put the Houston under the baseball, and you're like, "Hey, moron."
I don't think we're going to get 140 runs.
You didn't say that, but it was inferred.
I said I don't think we're going to get 140 runs.
There's no way that Houston and whoever are going to go under. Well, they're definitely going to go under 138.5 runs. Yeah, but you put it in the wrong tab.
No,
that won't be the last time I do that, Beltway, man.
Baseball and basketball, I can see it. They're close.
It was brand new.
Yeah, it was. It absolutely was. But no, here I'm playing it the over in this matchup. The last time they played, it went over, and that was a month ago. But if you look at Incarnate Word's last few games totals, they've been over this in all but one of their last 5. And then you look at like Northwestern State hasn't played a lot of shootouts or high scoring games, but they've in their matchups of late when they've been the team scoring. Last game we saw them score 71, but they held their opponent to 50. Nobody's been able to hold Incarnate Word down to that. I just think we're going to see a fast-paced game when you see with these two styles of games that these teams play. So give me Incarnate Word versus Northwestern State over 138.5 at -110.
Excellent. Speaking of the Discord, Beltway, Ben, and again, everything's time stamped in there. So that's if you're new to this and you go in there and you're like, I can't get that number anymore. Like we're putting it in there like in real time as we play it. You could have got 15.5 points with the Jazz at Houston last night. You're not going to get more than 13.5 now, but I still like it. Look, the Jazz have covered 6 of their last 8 overall. They've covered 6 of their last 7 on the road. Houston can't cover at home against anybody. They've covered 2 of their last 9 overall. They failed to cover 7 straight at home. Beltway, Ben, they failed to cover those last 7 games at home by 11.5, 2.5, 14.5, 29.5, 6.5, 4.5, and 2.5. They've have the Rockets 2 of their last 14 at home. I mean, I know the Jazz are tanking, but it seems like some of their G Leaguers like to get in there and chuck it around. And Houston just haven't been blowing people out. And I think that's reflected in this number, which is, frankly, a little leaner than I think it should be. But I'm riding the trends here, and I think the Jazz can make the most of garbage time. And I think Houston is playing the long game.
Second up for me, we're going to play Wemby over 23.5 points at -118. When I saw this matchup, I knew I'd be attacking it. As physical as the Pistons are, Wemby does damage outside. Wemby gets to the free throw line. Wemby knows how to play the game. And he's going to, he enjoys this matchup. You don't have Beef Stew out there to try to get under his skin. He's still
When's he back?
Suspended. I think 2 more.
Jeez, how many games did those guys get? Well, that was pretty bad.
He got 7 or 8, I believe.
Jeez. And that was upheld on appeal, obviously.
Yeah. Also, real quick, you know that like illness that I always get or get occasionally when I eat certain things? Like
yes.
Yeah, it's here.
You've got it?
Yeah.
You sure that's what it is? Because there's a lot of stomach flu going around.
I don't know. My stomach is
I mean, it might be.
Yeah.
Lauren had it and Sharky had it. I mean, so knock wood so far.
Yeah. No, don't feel great today. We'll be honest, but we're still moving forward. I like
Wemby.
Wemby.
Shipment of contacts that'll lift your spirits.
Still not here.
That'll help the rumbly tummy. Are they late? Is your shipment officially late at this point?
No, that usually takes a little bit of. It takes them a little while. But hopefully I get them soon.
Bastards. Unless they want to sponsor you.
Yeah.
Beltway Ben sees clearly and is such a better handicapper when what do they call it? and not
Good.
Invisalign.
They're not Acu either, or what you said. Is it, whatever you
Acuvue
had
or something. That's the only one I think.
They're not
really
those
know.
either. Because I looked the other day, but I forgot what it
Oh.
was. The day I went.
You got to find out who they are.
Yeah, I do. But no, Wemby. We're playing him over 23.5. Listen, he's going to be able to shoot the three. The Pistons will get physical. I think that'll get him to the free throw line a little bit. Coming off of a big scoring game, if you look at a lot of his big scoring games this year, he's followed up that with another one. Very trendy player if you look at his numbers this year. And he's also, again, we were taking him when he was on the minutes restriction because I thought there was value there. Now he's not there. He's playing regular minutes, and he's going to force to stay in a game in a 1.5 point spread. Hopefully we can get, regular minutes because we don't see a blowout here. So give me Victor Wembanyama over 23.5 points at -118.
I think we got our first person in the Discord. That way, Ben. I think. Shuey? I was trying to give him a shout out. CS is here. Welcome, CS.
Yes.
You are number one. Dart 00019 CS. Thank you sincerely. I'm going to write that down and put it on a lobster. Don't you think that's fair, by the way, Ben? I think CS deserves a lobster for being the first person in the Discord.
Sure. Yeah.
Huh? I mean, you could feel free to veto it. I mean, you didn't seem very enthusiastic about it.
No, yeah, we could do that.
I mean, I think that's fitting.
Yeah. We can
I don't want to twist your arm.
No, we'll do it. Yeah, we'll do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because then if more people pour in, they might want their name on a.
But it's the first person. I mean, bro, we got 3 lobsters. He's the first. He or she is the first person.
Yeah, all right.
I mean, there's only one person can be first.
Right.
We can argue a lot of things, especially in the post-truth America. But our guy or gal. Oh man, it's gonna. You know me and technology, man. Dart 0019 is the first one in. It is what it is. You didn't believe me? Now you got to check it for yourself.
No. I saw. We'll do it. You gotta keep it going forward.
Welcome, CS.
We're running a little bit behind here today.
You're getting a lobster. Sorry. I was right. You got places to go and people to see. Hapzite. A lot of people say they like us going to this old format. I mean, a lot. I mean, like 3 or 4 emails.
We did have somebody say they didn't like it, but again,
yeah, I mean, look,
it's not. Never was going to be. I mean, the last one, it's not as good. The last one was good. It was cool, but
we'll have a better one. We'll get a better one. Give us a little time. All right, let's go to the lacrosse, baby. I'll put it in third down and not in fourth and weird because I've been on a lot of lacrosse and we've done well with it. We like Army Lane 9.5 at Mercer today. If you want to play this, not as juiced, this is -128, although I don't have to spell that out anymore because you see it on the screen. You could also get this at -10.5 if you want to get a little freaky deaky. Look, they played last year. Army beat Mercer 17-4. I think Army's better this year. I think Mercer's worse. The year before they played 15-7 Army. The year before that, they played 16-5 Army. Army's winning 58% of their faceoffs. They're basically at this point in time a top 10, certainly no worse than a top 12 team in the country. They were an elite defensive EFG team last year. They seem to be even better this year. I've mentioned their keeper a bunch. I love him. I love watching him play. They seem to be somewhat out for blood and trying to run up goals on people because that's this point in the year how you help get yourself how you move up the rankings. It's not rocket science. Mercer played Richmond last week. They lost 15-5. Army's the best team in the Patriot League, and I like what I've seen out of Army.
Third down for me. Jason had mentioned earlier, we don't have a ton, like NBA going with 3 games the night.
Jamie Cano. Can you say Jamie Cano?
There's only so much you can do.
Will you please say Jamie Cano for me?
There's only, I don't even know that.
You won't say it. You won't say it.
No, I'm going to go with one of the worst teams in college basketball. Mississippi Valley State. I attacked them a bunch, not for them. We faded them a lot of times this season, but here I'm going to play with them. We're going to go plus 16.5 at -108. Coming off of a big win the other day. I think it was their first win against a non-D2 or D3 opponent the other day. They were able to win at the buzzer. They got a big steal late. And here they're facing a Grambling team that hasn't been very good either, right? Grambling is right ahead of them in the standings. As bad as Mississippi Valley State has been, they haven't got blown out much. Alabama State blew them out last Monday. We were on that. We were all over that. But it hasn't happened much this month, late in January either. They played better basketball. They're still not very good, and it scares me taking bottom 5 team in all of college basketball. But I'm going to take the risk here on third down. We'll play Mississippi Valley State plus 60.5 at minus 108.
You don't do that. That's an interesting play for you.
Yeah.
You don't back big dogs like
no
ever.
No. I mean, but not usually.
I mean, again, there's
during the
not a lot
tournament,
of
maybe.
action today.
Yeah, during the tournament, maybe we'll see.
Because today we've got to do what, Ben? What do we have to do today? Jam?
No, I don't even know what that means. I'm not.
Just so you think I'm trying to get you to say something
No,
nefarious?
No,
you think I'm trying? Do you think I'm trying to get Beltway Ben in trouble? Is that what you're insinuating?
No, Beltway Ben just isn't saying that. I don't know what it is. I don't.
It means you work quickly, like Jamie Cano. We play 2-minute songs. We get in, we get out.
Yeah, work quickly.
Jamie Cano.
Not something. No, work quickly. I think work quickly is.
Wow. Back in the day, you'd have been right on that.
What?
I think it's your belly. I think if you didn't have a rumbly belly, I think you'd do it, which is fair. Ben's playing in pain.
It is. This is bad. I don't feel good.
I can tell. All right, I'll speed it up. 4th and long, which will segue right into overtime. I talked about this with Ben a little bit on a show last week. Look, I like this 30 home run parlay. Gunnar Henderson, the Pasquatch, and Wyatt Langford. Does Wyatt Langford have a nickname? He probably does.
Probably.
Each to hit 30 home runs. They're all in a somewhat similar point in their career. I think, look, Gunnar had his big breakout, and then he was hurt all of last year. Still had 30 home run power. He plays in a ballpark that is built for his power. He plays in a division that is built with a bunch of ballparks that are built for his power. I don't love Pasquatch's ballpark as much, but it can't contain him. I mean, we're talking elite raw power. I think that Castiglione will finally provide a little bit more depth to that lineup, depth to that middle of that lineup. I mean, again, the Royals run production, and will people pitch around him? But I mean, if Witt's on base a ton, how are you pitching around him? And I don't know, dude. He's a 30 home run guy, and Wyatt Langford, if he stays remotely healthy, I think hits 40. So almost 19-1. 3 players I like watching in this league a lot. 3 good dudes and 3 youngsters with prodigious power.
Yeah, I'm going to go to 4th and weird.
That Orioles lineup obviously is going to be markedly better than last year, even if Jordan Westberg never plays. I mean, this guy's going to have the polar bear hitting behind him.
Right. I'm going to go to 4th and weird. I'm going to play Malik Monk over 11.5 field goals attempted, minus 105. I just like the matchup. We're facing a Grizzlies team who, when you look at teams who struggle defensively, the Grizzlies are up there with the Kings, actually, surprisingly enough. The Kings are an awful defense. Don't do much at all, but I think this is going to be one of those ugly matchups. We saw Zach LaVine and Sabonis get season-ending surgery. The Kings know where they are. But Malik Monk is one of those firepower guys. You bring him off the bench, and he will just start chucking shots. That's what he does, and I think he'll do it here in a game that should be tight, but because both teams kind of want to lose. So we'll see. We'll see how the game goes, but I do like Malik Monk over 11.5 field goals attempted at minus 105.
Excellent. All right. That brings us to overtime and the start of our 30 teams in 30 days. We certainly didn't invent that, but we'll take it to another level. Beltway Ben, this is your baby. Why don't you take the wheel, brother?
Yeah, we're basically every day we're going to break down win totals and props that we like and everything for every team. And we'll start with the Rockies because the Rockies are pretty much done. They made a few moves. So. Nothing special. But we're going to be pretty clear about what we think, how we feel about a lot of these teams. And I'll be completely honest with you. As excited as I am to do all these every day, Rockies were a team that I did everything I could to find things and to see things. And I'll be honest with you, under Schaefer, I think they're going to play a better brand of baseball. I think they did when he took over as the interim last year.
Yes.
And he's younger. they like him. You have guys that relate. This is a younger team. But with the Rockies, it's been rebuilt every single year, and they haven't figured anything out. Like adding Jake McCarthy and Willie Castro helps the lineup a little bit, but nothing special. Mickey Moniak made a name for himself there, but he's never going to be what people thought he could be.
First
Edward
overall pick.
Julian, we'll see what that turns into. But their pitching is still trash. Michael Lorenzen has been one of those guys that if you look at StatCast, if you look at a lot of things, it's like, this dude's getting outs. I don't know how he really is, and he's dealing with injuries a lot and all of those things. Sagano, I was a big fan of Sagano when the Orioles brought him in Colorado. It ain't gonna work at all. So that's going to get ugly. Like their numbers 53.5. Maybe a slight lean to the over, but I would not put a single dollar on any. Like, and again, you guys know how I am in the player prop markets. I looked at a lot of different props. I looked at a lot of different things. There was nothing that dragged me.
An animal.
There was nothing that I saw there for this team to make me want to give anything out. So I'll just be honest, I lean to the over, but not much else.
I couldn't echo those sentiments anymore. And I'll be honest, you probably looked into the player markets more than I did. There's just too much variance for me. There's like not enough to bank on. Like I think they're going to run more. I think they'll score more. The whole pitching staff is pretty much new on the fly. We don't have much data on how those guys have handled Coors Field or can handle Coors Field. I'll tell you one thing I tried to find. I couldn't find these markets, and maybe someone out there, maybe CS knows, maybe Rafa knows, maybe you know Beltway Ben. I'd like to play longest losing streak. You know what I mean? Because I can see this pitching staff, like they have a 13-game homestand, you know what I mean? And they just get their tits ripped off night after night after night after night. Like, I think they could get to 54 wins, but I could see them having some 12 and 13-game losing streaks to get there. Like, I tried to find those markets. They're probably offshore. I don't know. But, like, I would lean into some of that if I could find it. And I have the slightest nudge of a lean to 54. The division obviously could be pretty freaking tough. But, like, I also think the Cardinals and, like, the Nats might be – like, I think the Nats are worse. Like, I think the Nats have a chance to be ridiculously bad. And, like, the Cardinals. So, I'm not sure that, like, the Rockies are absolutely positively the worst team in the NL. Like, even in that division, I'm not sure. And they're going to lose a lot of divisional games. But I would say I'm going to keep looking. Like, I think they're going to have – or, like, I'd love to be able to play, like, number of losing streaks over 5 games. Because I don't see a stopper in that pitching staff anywhere.
Maybe Quintana. That's what they brought him in to do, but we'll see.
Yeah. But there are going to be days where we have official plays. And again, these are conversations that we can continue to explore in the Discord. Where are we tomorrow? We're the Rays tomorrow, correct?
Oh, let me double check.
Yeah, because mine's already in the Discord.
Yeah.
Because I did play that.
Because that's definitely a team where I don't expect much big moves at least. Yeah.
I think they're done spending.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and again, I know I've said it a couple times, but that's how I tried to do it. Yes, it is the Rays. And it's the Cardinals who Bloom was pretty adamant that I want to rebuild. We're done. And like I would love the Orioles to add Jojo Romero, but it doesn't make much sense for the Cardinals to move him now where you can try to get a good 3 months from him or 4 months from him and then flip him then. So again, we're going to try to space it out as much as we can. I did put the Astros last because I don't know. The Isak Paredes thing could come to an end at the end of spring training, maybe if somebody wants him then. So we'll see.
Jeff Freeland is number 2 in the Discord, Beltway Ben, and I think he gets a lobster. I mean, he created a website.
Absolutely.
So the lobster, there we go. Lobsters are spoken for. At least these 3. Who knows? Maybe we get more lobsters. You're hurting, Beltway Ben. Is there anything? I mean, all right. Do you mind just putting up what we did last night and putting up the QR code, and we will hopefully have a healthier Ben tomorrow. And that was real fast. Well, that's fine. And hopefully, hopefully I won't get sick. Hey, thank you guys for hearing us out. We love everybody who's tuned in. You can find us on the Discord. You can find us at wannabetwithus@gmail.com. And you could, are we going 11 tomorrow, Bobby Ben? You can find us right back
Yep.
here at 11 tomorrow. You want to bet? We want to bet. Thank you for betting with us.